Hello friends, my name is Katarina Berry. This is my series, Awakening Age of Aquarius. So I'm really happy, excited to be here. So this episode is actually really inspired by the most recent trends in social media, in communication, worldwide, globally. And first of all, if you're new to this channel, if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Katarina Berry. I am a psychic coach. I also am an online business expert, so I help women tap into their gifts, tap into their abilities, and start making money online. So this is just something that I do, something about me, but very deeply on a much more personal level. The reason that I created this channel was so that I can share what it's like to be an empath, what it's like to be psychic, what it's like to have this extrasensory awareness, and what it's like to be awakening to these abilities and to the true nature of yourself in the new era of the age of Aquarius, in this time of spiritual awakening all over the world. So something that I've been exploring lately has been Clubhouse, which is a new audio-only app that allows you to connect with people from all across the globe. And it's kind of like, in case you're not familiar with it yet, it's kind of like a podcast, but and as well as a radio. But you get to chime in, you get to ask questions, you get to interact with the speakers, and it's really fun. That's also a place where you can host your own rooms, host your own conversations. So something that I've been noticing that has been very much felt like a sign of the age of Aquarius is the fact that the bounds, the restrictions, the hierarchies of whom you can and cannot talk to are being erased. There are possibilities to connect with people that before you would have to jump through hoops to even reach out to, and now they're available on apps like Clubhouse, offering advice, taking in opinions, providing feedback. And it really made me realize that these invisible lines that kept us from doing something, kept us from feeling like we have the tools, we have the means, we have the power to accomplish what it is that we set our mind to. All of that is being, erased. So there tends to be less and less of an excuse not to even try. But what I'm seeing, strangely enough, is kind of the opposite. What I'm seeing is that people kind of tend to come up with even more excuses now than ever. And I feel like when it comes down to if you want to launch a business, if you want to start sharing your psychic practice, if you want to start offering readings, if you want to start offering your unique services or products, or sharing whatever gifts you want to share, there really are so many avenues right now to just try it, to put it out there, to share it with people. But I feel like because of all these possibilities, because of all this potential, because of all these platforms where we have the capacity to share with people from all over the globe, we feel even more so scared to put ourselves out there, because with all this reach, with all these people, there's this danger for the ego of like, what if I'm gonna get rejected in front of all these people? What if it's not gonna work? What if they're gonna laugh me out of the room, out of the conversation? And I think that, really it comes down to doing this kind of deep healing where you have to accept that most likely there will be conversations that don't go the way that you planned, and most likely there will be people that did not appreciate what you had to offer. There will be people that don't get you. There will be people that will oppose you. However, you know, with the reach and the potential and these bounds and you know, invisible lines being removed, now you can speak to whoever it is that you want to reach. There are ways to do that directly. You can get in front of whoever you want to get in front of. You can share with whoever you want to share. It's really, you know, at this point, the individual has all the tools. The individual has all the tools. And I feel like it's even more so scary to really show up. Because yes, all these tools, all these people. So what if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go? Well, what if it does? So I think the biggest kind of first step in this new era of the age of Aquarius that I'm seeing a need for is a need for healing the fear of failure. And that's something that I created some content lately around, because I've been noticing this in my own behaviors. This fear of just showing up unprepared, this fear of just showing up and sharing. You know, it goes back to the school system and the societal, you know, hierarchies where without proper preparation, without studying for an exam, you know, if you show up unprepared, you're going to get an F. So we're from early on trained that it's better to not even go if you're not 100% ready. You might as well, you know, not even show up because you're going to get an F anyway. So that's not how it is in life. And I think this is the biggest first step in the age of Aquarius. If you are ready to share your spiritual journey, to share your awakening journey, to you know, perhaps invite other people into this journey who are going through it as well. If you want to start sharing your gifts, if you want to start creating a business around your purpose, your true potential, your true self, you have to realize that getting an F is not really what happens in life. You know, that's not how it goes. Yes, some things don't quite, you know, go as planned. However, showing up is infinitely more powerful than not showing up. And being 100% prepared is not an option that exists in real world. It only exists in school or work or other simulated environments. But in reality, there is no being 100% prepared. So I feel like a lot of us have spent years being crippled by this fear of like, well, I'm not 100% ready, so I'm just not going to do it. And years waiting to be 100% ready, only to be constantly discouraged and disappointed and dismayed because it just doesn't happen. So I feel like this is the biggest, deepest healing right now that needs to occur. And what I mean by occur is we need to take it upon ourselves to heal this so that we can shine. And I'm not saying that selfishly, like we can shine. No, I'm saying there are hundreds, thousands, millions of people going through their own awakening, and they might be steps and steps upon steps, perhaps even chapters behind you. So you have the privilege and the honor of being an example. And if you overcome this fear of just showing up, even if you're not 100% prepared, can you imagine the impact you can have on someone who is just starting to realize who it is that they are at their core, who it is that their true self, what that even means? Can you imagine the impact? You holding this courage to show up, like no matter what, prepared, not prepared, ready, not ready, confident, not so confident, just to share, just to show up, just to see what happens. If you can hold that courage can light so many people and ignite that courage within them as well. So I think this is not only good for us to do this healing, but it's also beneficial for those who are following, you know, closely behind, who are getting even, who are approaching this level of awareness. If you can pioneer the courage to just show up, to just share what it is that you're going through. What are you going through? Well, I'm going through terrible headaches and I had to take a 4-hour nap today and I feel like the whole world has come to an end and I'm rethinking every single relationship I've ever had and I'm going through the dark night of the soul and I don't even know who I am anymore or what anything means. Sharing things like that. Yeah, some folks are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? Yeah, that's going to happen. But guess what? Someone else is going to be like, thank God. No one has ever said anything like this. And I'm there too. And I feel like I'm crazy. And you just made me feel like I'm part of something that's maybe important. So I want you to think about this, you guys. And Clubhouse, I think, has a lot of potential. I think some older social media platforms that are still predominantly have the most involvement, let's put it this way. I think that it's still important to share your message as much as you can, but I feel like if you're looking to connect and you're looking to remove these invisible lines, you're looking to break through to someone, maybe you're looking to ask a question from someone who's maybe high up there status wise, maybe you're looking to find like-minded individuals from across the globe, maybe you're looking to share a message or create a kind of like a series where you engage with people on a specific subject or area of topics. I think Clubhouse is a great platform, and I'm seeing a lot of awakened, a lot of conscious individuals on there. I'm seeing a lot of individuals from all over the globe. Even I was surprised. I grew up in Russia. I mentioned that quite a bit, and from my memory, it wasn't really kind of divine, feminine, friendly place. And in fact, most women that I've encountered there were kind of part of the patriarchy game. It didn't serve them, but they didn't know any other way. And what I'm seeing on Clubhouse is there's a lot of Russian women talking about divine feminine energy, talking about developing their intuition, talking about connecting and helping each other. And that's something that was so unexpected to me. But it is happening. And I feel like it's happening not just here or in Eastern Europe, but it's happening everywhere. And I think Clubhouse is a place where you can kind of become part of these conversations and maybe even share your own unique point of view, or perhaps even start a series of conversations where you find like-minded individuals, or perhaps you get to debate some of these perspectives with people who have different opinions. There's so many possibilities. But anyway, I wanted to share, I wanted to create this episode and share that the communication is becoming truly limitless, that the ceilings are being removed, that the boundaries, the invisible lines, and all of these status quo containers are being broken, and the people that you could only reach through their personal agent before are there, having conversations with pretty much anyone. So there is no excuse. There is no excuse not to show up. There is no excuse not to share. But the only excuse that typically keeps us from sharing is the fact that we're just afraid, that we're not 100% ready, that we don't have it all together, that we are going to get an F. But that's not life. That's just in your head. So you need to get over that, and you will inspire others to do the same. It's very important to know that there is no such thing as being 100% prepared. There is no such thing as getting an F in life. That's not a permanent grade. And every time you do make a mistake or something doesn't go according to your plan, you end up learning anyway, and it's never as scary as we paint it in our head. So heal that wound of needing to be 100% prepared, heal that wound of not being willing to show up if you don't, if not everything's perfect. So this is very important, and I feel like this can help others too. If you can champion this healing, then you can inspire others to also show up and share this truth. And it all comes down to the more we help each other awaken, the more we help each other to be in our own light, to shine our light, the more of us out there will be shining our light, and we will make this planet a much lighter place, which is the goal. So you guys, happy age of Aquarius. We're all going through this intense shift right now, and it's quite exciting. The year has been off to a strange kind of energetic start, at least for me, but now I feel like it's really kind of getting going, and energetically I feel like things are about to really start taking a turn for the more adventurous somehow. So on this note, I love you all so very much. I hope you can feel my love. Feel free to drop a question in the comments, and I will continue on with these series. I'm looking forward to the next episode, and on this note, I love you all so very much, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah.